Hello and welcome to Life with Sandy, formerly known as Let's Get Fit with Sandy. Today is Monday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. But we do have birthdays today. Today is Christine Murphy's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Christine. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Dorothy Atlee's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dorothy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have a great birthday, and on Valentine's Day, too. I wonder, is that a curse? I don't think so. I wouldn't think it would be. You're still going to get, like, your hearts and stuff like that from people that love you. Although Jim and I don't do that. He got up this morning and he says, Happy Valentine's Day. And I go, Happy Valentine's Day. Where's my candy? Where's my flowers? Where's my card? He says, Happy Valentine's Day. We don't do that. Other than, like I told you, I got engaged on Valentine's Day. We don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. We never really did. Maybe once in a while when we were dating, he'd get me some candy or something. Stuffed animals. I love stuffed animals. Jim got me lots of stuffed animals. But actually, I think that's the last thing I can remember was getting anything from Jim from Valentine's Day. Is when we were dating back in high school. Not a big deal. Like I said, it's not a holiday that we celebrate together. I did get on the scale this morning, and I was so excited because yesterday I had a huge gain. I didn't tell you. Yesterday I gained 4 pounds. So like, oh, that was scary. I told you it was going to be ugly. And so this morning I got on the scale, and I looked at it, and I thought, oh my gosh. I know I was good yesterday, but was I that good? So I stepped off, and I stepped back on again, and I thought, I was really proud of myself. I thought, well, you know what? 2 weeks in a row staying the same. It's not too bad. Not too shabby. So then I have a little calendar that I keep my weight loss in every week. I don't know what I was thinking because that is not what I weighed last week. It was in my mind that I thought it was the same, but no, it wasn't. I gained 2.4 pounds this week. I was in delusion land right there. So I gained 2.4. So I have a new plan of attack today. I have every intention of getting a walk in some way. If I have to drive to Lowe's or something, I'm going to get a walk-in today because there's not an excuse that I can't get a walk-in. I average, which is sad, I hate to even admit it, I average right around between 3,000 and 3,500 steps, which is pathetic. It really is. I'm hoping to double that today, at least. I'm hoping to get to like at least 7,000, but I'm like shooting the moon. I'd like to get to 8,000, but I'm trying to at least get 7,000 steps in today, which will be a challenge if I don't get out and walk because, I mean, I can walk around the house, I guess. I could, but I like going outside and walking. And it's cold out there today. I looked at the temperature when I got up this morning. It's 9. It's cold, but I love walking in the cold. I just love walking in the cold. I don't like walking with the ice. That's my big fear. And then I have a couple errands I got to run. I'm going to go by the post office to see if I got any mail. And what else? Oh, just a quick mention, because I'm going to mention it every day, that my channel name is officially right now Let's Get Fit with Sandy, but as of March 1st, I'm going to change it to Life with Sandy. So I'm just kind of easing that in. That's why I have the new graphics at the beginning of the video. and why I'm talking about my channel being a different name so as not to confuse anybody. I do like that I got a lot of requests yesterday for birthdays and anniversaries. So once again, if it's your birthday or your anniversary, let me know in the comments below or in my email address that I have listed in the description box, and I will put you on my calendar so that you can get a song if you want one. Also prayers. Speaking of prayers, Dawn Ray's grandson Bennett needs some prayers. He has a rare hip disorder called Perth's disease, Perthes, which affects his hip. So if we could say some prayers for Bennett, I'm sure Dawn would really appreciate it. Also, Cello Fly 1, her and her husband are going to get a new trailer as they're part of their anniversary gift to each other for this summer rather. And they have to cart their old one from St. Joe's, I think they said, Michigan, to Chicago. And so they would like some prayers for a safe trip. And so let's all pray for a safe trip for Cello Fly 1 and her husband, and also for Bennett. Because like I said, I'm a firm believer in prayer, and I do think that the more people you have praying for you, the better off you can be. I'm going to try a new plan of attack as far as my eating goes. I'm going to try to eat smaller meals, probably eat a little bit more often. I don't know how well that's going to work out for me. Part of me thinks I have to be hungry for me to feel like I'm losing weight, but that's not the point of this lifestyle. The lifestyle is to be eating healthy foods and eating properly, and not a lot of food, but the right foods. So I am going to have a protein at every meal. I am going to get 3 meals in. I'm going to hopefully get 2 snacks in at least. So it's going to seem to me like I'm eating a lot, but my portion sizes hopefully, you'll have to let me know in the comments below if you agree with me that my portion sizes do look a little bit smaller, or do I need to cut them back a little bit more? Tough love, it's what I need. Tough love right now. So if you think my portion sizes are still too large, let me know. I really would appreciate that. I do have a plan for today. I don't think in my mind it seems like they're big portion sizes. I think that I have them spread out. I think I'm going to be eating just as much food, which is not a good thing. I know that. But I have to ease into this slowly. So my plan is to just baby steps, getting back on track, taking some time to eat smaller meals more times during the day. We'll see if that works. And then get back to losing, because I feel like I'm on a hamster wheel right now. Like when that hamster runs as fast as they can, and they run and run and run and run and run, and they don't get anywhere. They don't get it, not near nowhere. And that's what I feel like I'm doing lately, is I'm running on a wheel, and the only thing I'm doing is going backwards the wrong way. I'm just gaining weight instead of losing weight. So I want to get off that hamster ring or wheel. I want to get off that hamster wheel. I want to be the hamster that my kids had as a pet, that was so smart that figured out a way to get out of his cage. He got out of that cage until I figured out a way to put books on top of it that he couldn't figure it out. I've told this before, and my family didn't believe me until they actually saw it in him in action, the little bugger. But he would climb. We had like a mesh cage, not a glass cage, a mesh cage with the little wire things, and he'd put his little hands in there and he'd climb up, and then he'd crap onto the top of the thing, and then with his paw, he would like work. He would. I know you don't believe me, but he did. And he would get out just enough, because he was like a mouse. He could just, the tiniest little space, and he could get out. And many a time I could hear him under my bed. I would put little stalks of broccoli under there so that he'd come out, because I was petrified of him. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Mice and hamsters and guinea pigs, ooh, they just give me the creeps. They give me the willies. They really do. Snakes don't bother me as much as, they bother me, but not as much as a mouse. Oh, a mouse is like, oh, and we had tons of mice growing up because we lived by a field, and it was like, we have field mice up the wing. So we had traps under our bed. You could hear the traps going off during the night. That's how many mice we had in our house. But with 6 kids going in and out constantly, it was no wonder. The mice didn't have to worry. They could just stroll in with us. They didn't have to worry about sneaking in. They just strolled in. But and then when the hamster would get out, it would just drive me crazy. So finally, one night I sat there in the dark and watched the little bugger and saw how he did it. Got him back in the cage and put the books on top of the cage so that he couldn't figure it out. And then the next day I took the books off to show because my sister Mary lived with me at the time. She thought I was nuts. So she sat in the kitchen with me in the dark, and we watched that little bugger get out. Anyway, I got lots to do today. Keep myself busy. I got to drop my taxes off too to my tax guy. see if I can get my taxes done. Hopefully I don't owe. I don't think I will, but you never know nowadays. They always change the tax codes, and so we'll see how that goes. And then that's about it. So next time you see me, we'll probably be in the car going somewhere. We'll see. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Well, good morning. Today is, what is it? I already told you. Silly you. But today is Valentine's Day, February 14th, because I've already sang happy birthday to everybody and anniversaries and asked for prayers and all that good stuff. It is very cold. Very, 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 very cold. It is 9. But I don't have my gloves on. I don't have the heat on either, so we might be putting the heat on in a little bit to defrost, because with all my babbling, they'll fog up the windows. We got some running to do today, and I thought, this is my life. I will share. Oh, you know what? Danny and Jimmy came over for the Super Bowl yesterday. And, oh, here, let me show you a clip of them. Look at the wuss here. Everybody else is fine.
No.
Well, your dad always sits with the blanket on him. But Danny's over there. He's fine. I don't have a blanket on.
Keeps it freezing in here. What can I tell you? It's got to be like 52 in here, I think.
It's 69.
It is
the
not
thermostat.
69.
Well, look at the thermostat.
It's not.
Yeah, right.
He's a wuss. Wussy wuss.
You're missing a good commercial.
Dad, way
Oh man, now we got the spotlight.
You got the spotlight.
We don't need the spotlight.
You gotta have the spotlight. It automatically.
I was gonna say get the lamp out.
Danny's here for the Super Bowl. Danny's new girlfriend, I didn't put her on the video because she came over too, but I didn't put her on. I told her that I'm going to film, but I'm not going to put you on, and she didn't say, oh, you can put me on. So when she didn't acknowledge that she didn't have a problem being on, I didn't put her on it. I never put anybody on that doesn't want to be on, other than my family. They have no choice. They just know that. It just goes with the territory that they're going to be on it whether they like it or not. But my heat, I turned my heat up for Jimmy because he was coming yesterday to 69, and the rest of us were comfortable, but Jimmy was freezing, and he was all wrapped up in a blanket like an old man, so I had to get that on film. But I didn't have any of the venison. I didn't even have a ham sandwich. For breakfast, I had a bowl of oatmeal with a banana, and then probably a couple hours later, I had a hard-boiled egg with some berries. And then a couple hours later than that, I had some toast with some peanut butter on it. I had a cup of tea with each meal. And then I had some toast. And then Jim bought a banana cream pie. One of my favorite pies. I'm not a big pie lover, but banana cream pie just calls my name. But it's Danny's favorite, so that's why he bought it. So I did have a slice. I'm not going to say a chunk. I had a slice of banana cream pie and then got the rest of it out of the house. So there's no banana cream pie left in the house. So it is gone. So I can't be tempted by it at all. So, but yesterday I weighed myself by mistake. If you watched my video yesterday, you saw that I thought it was some Monday when it was really Sunday. And yesterday I had a 4-pound gain. And that one, shocked me into reality, let me tell you. Because Jim and I did not eat out on Saturday night. We stayed home. And I just had normal food. I mean, I didn't have anything high in sodium or anything like that, but it scared me. It really scared me that I could put that much weight on in such few days. And so I really, like I said, tried to follow my new plan for this week, which is I'm going to eat a lot of small meals, like every couple hours. I'm going to leave a link down to Average J. He's on the Super Shred diet, and while you're over there, subscribe to him, because he does more than just diet. He does the tags on Tuesdays. He's got chickens. Oh, I'll get to that. He's got chickens, and he's friends with Joan at Joan's Point and Plate. So he's a really good channel. So go over there and subscribe to him and his wife Michelle. But speaking of chickens, I also found out that Cat on Point has chickens. Now my question to all of you guys are, how many of you have chickens? This seems to be a new trend. My sister Denise would love to have chickens, but her husband Gary told her no chickens for her, because he knows that it would eventually mean that he's the one that's going to be taking care of the chickens. Denise is really good. I love Denise, but she's really good at starting out, and she'll tell you this too. She's really good at starting out on stuff, and I give her credit because she does try a lot of things, but I don't know that she'd stick with the chickens. So anyway, my question is, how many of you have chickens? Because I know that Kat doesn't live on a farm, and I know Joan and Jay don't live on a farm, and they have chickens. So I'm sure a lot of you do live on farms and do have animals. But I'm just kind of curious, how many people just live in a normal neighborhood? I can't even call my neighborhood a normal neighborhood anymore. We're all, I know in the morning my throat is all froggy. Less than an eighth of a mile from my house, they found a dead body. They found a dead body of a woman like at 3 o'clock in the morning laying on the side of the road. And somebody called the police because, well, they ended up arresting the guy that did it, along with his friend who helped him dump the body. I'm thinking, I'll do anything for a friend, but, like Meatloaf would say, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. I won't do that either. But it turned out it was a domestic violence, and then not only did he dump her body, he ran over her and then backed up over her. And the reason we know this is because, people have cameras on their house nowadays. And the lady that called the police, she only happened to be up because she had a newborn baby and it was feeding time. And she heard the woman screaming. So the woman was still alive. It's like, oh! And she was alive when the police got there in the ambulance, but she was dead on arrival at the hospital. Because I read that all in the paper. So now all my little captions for our little neighborhood watch tells us that we live in the ghetto. But it's like, oh! And they didn't put not one word of it on the news. Not one word of it. Which is probably good because it'll scare people away. But just shows you, doesn't matter where you live. I'm not living in like the richest society or richest community or anything like that, but I'm not living in the poorest community either. So crime finds you no matter where you live. And people that think, the odds are more in your favor of getting attacked if you live in a really bad neighborhood, but you could live in the nicest neighborhood and you're still going to have problems. That's not going to stop anything from happening, that's for sure. But anyway, our first stop is to the bank because I have a loan that we took some work out on the house. I guess it's called an equity loan or whatever. But they called me the other day and they said they could lower my interest rate 4 points. So I'm going to jump on that. So I'm going to go over there so that we can do that. And then Jim and I later on this afternoon are going to go not pay our taxes, but drop our taxes off with our accountant so that they can get the taxes done. David did his taxes last Saturday. Now he just does a quick, easy form. But he did them last Saturday and he got his refund on Friday. So, he got his refund really fast. I thought that they weren't giving money back fast enough. Well, you can't get by me anyhow. I thought maybe I could go over a little bit, but it's a bus, and the bus is not going to get past me. But anyway, we're going to drop our taxes off. Then Jimmy's coming over, and we're going to do our tag and our Ask Us Anything. And I'll just show you my food. Everything that goes into my mouth today, I'm going to be showing you. And even if I drink water, I'm going to show you my water. Because I need to be doing something here. I need to be changing it up because I don't like the direction my scale is going in. And I need to get a crack-a-lackin', as I used to say. And I stopped saying that. As soon as I stop saying it, I stop losing. So let's get a crack-a-lackin'. All right, make sure I take my microphone off here before I go in or they'll think I'm a nut. Talk to you guys soon. Okay, I obviously didn't break any speed records, but there we go. Well, I obviously didn't break any speed records, but I got my heart rate up to 125. I should get it up to like 140, 150, but I think that the reason it was so slow of a pace was because I walked a little bit more precariously over the ice. There were a few patches of ice that I felt safe enough that if I walked slow enough that I could get across them. But there were a few patches of ice that I had to go into the street and walk so I could walk around them. But I've got my 4,000 steps in so far today. I walked 1.38 miles with my walk. I feel pretty accomplished. Still a lot of ice. I think I have a walking stick. I think next time I walk, I'm going to bring the walking stick with me. But as long as the weather holds up like this, I think I should be pretty secure getting back to my walking because I feel so much better. So, got my walk in. Day one of changing my life, living my life, and I'm going to get back to losing weight. So, walking is a key component for that for me. So I'm glad I got my walk in. Although I was very safe and I didn't set any records, which I was not trying to do. I was just trying to ease my way back into walking and be safe about it. And I feel that I accomplished both. So, okay, let's go in the house. I'm going to have an apple and a glass of water. But like I told you, I'm going to show you everything that I'm eating and drinking today. So let's get in there, start the day. Okay, before we go and eat, we got to feed the birds first. So I got my bird food and I keep it in my trunk until I put it in my container. As you can see, it's empty. And then I got some woodpecker suet this time because I have a couple woodpeckers that keep coming. Let me show you the woodpecker that visited me yesterday.
Well, look at my woodpecker is back. I have a special suet out there for woodpeckers, and he shows up every single day. But I have a feeling he's not going to like that this other little bird is eating. Oh, the little bird took my cue and left. But as you can see, I need to fill up. It's getting a little low on food.
Okay, I'm back from my walk. I'm going to have a glass, I'm going to have a green apple with my water. Where's the things? I think it's kind of fading now. This is 30 inches right here. So I'm thinking up to the top is 32. So 32 ounces of water. Earlier with my medication, I had a full glass of water. This is a 12-ounce glass with my medication. So that'll put me at 12 and 32, 44 ounces of water. Okay, first meal of the day. Scrambled eggs with some salsa on top. This is 0 points. Finish the jar off. So it is 0 for my eggs, 2 points for my 2 slices of bacon, 1 point for my slice of toast, 1 point for Laughing Cow cheese, 2 points for my juice. Tea is 0. So it's a 2, 4, 6 point breakfast. Of course, look who came. Tell him what your main complaint is today.
Okay.
Not too long because my eggs will get cold.
Okay. Today I was supposed to start on a government job, which you have to have a badge for, which I get tomorrow. So my boss actually, So my boss sent me there today, knowing that I wasn't getting the badge till tomorrow. He's like, I put you on a list, everything's fine. I'm like, all right. The hours, I had to leave my house at 2 to get there.
But you were here till 10:30.
I was here till 10:30 and then had to go home, which was another 20 minutes. I didn't get to bed till probably 11. Woke up at 2, went all the way downtown Detroit, walked in, they're like, you're not on a list, and we don't have a list, so I can't let you in. So I called my boss, and my boss is like, I thought you said you had the badge. I go, no, I said I was getting the badge Tuesday. My bad. So just go home and come back Wednesday, and I'll pay you for today and tomorrow. So now my schedule is messed up.
Sleeping schedule.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just waiting for Jim to get home, and then we're going to go drop our taxes off. In the meantime, I'm going to have a banana, kind of turning on me. It's a little too yellow, but I want to eat it before it gets too bad. And another cup of tea. So far, the smaller meals seem to be working for me. We'll see how the day goes. Okay, Jimmy is gone, and now we're going to go drop our taxes off with our tax guy. Wish I would have thought of it because Jim just came back from the gym. And the tax guy is right by where he goes. If I would have thought of that, we could have saved a trip. But what else are we going to do, Jim, but sit in a chair?
Exactly. Well, we got a puzzle.
Yeah, we got a puzzle, but I can't show you the puzzle because I can't show you.
It's a secret.
It's a secret puzzle, but when it's all done, I'll show you the puzzle. How's that sound? We're hoping to get it done in 2 weeks, maybe 3 at the most, but we'll get it done. That's
You
okay.
can't leave any clues.
Can't leave any clues.
You can't give no clues or somebody might find out.
Yes. Other than that, I'm gonna have a chicken stir fry that I took out of the freezer that I made, I don't know, last week or a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna have that for my dinner, and Jim's gonna have his leftover
Venison.
stroganoff that he made yesterday.
Well, mostly you.
Well, no, Jim did the meat and that. I made the gravy and the sauce. You did the noodles. Well, I did the noodles too. I guess.
Well, I
I guess
put
I
'em
made.
in.
He put them in the water
Yeah, and I cooked the meat and the fried potatoes.
and the fried potatoes. So it was a community effort. Although I didn't eat any of it.
No, but Danny's girlfriend, who never had venison before,
She loved it. She did. She did love it. Of course, then she's just meeting us, so she might be just saying that. But she did eat every bit of it. So, and then she did say that if he ever made venison burgers,
She would have them.
I went for a walk, Jim, and I got to this point right here and look at all that ice.
So did you walk in the snow?
No, I walked in the street. It was way too much ice right there. But I got my whole 1.5 miles in. There you go, Jim.
There you
Let's see if
go.
I can show you the sign. There's the sign that Jim says that I took out, but I didn't.
I didn't say you did. I just accused you.
He just assumed that I did. But, no. And this is where the dead body was found.
Oh yeah.
Right over here. Coming up here. Right on this street, right there, right in the corner.
No crime scene tape.
No crime scene tape.
Damn it.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna have this for our lunch, our second meal. 3 points for my cottage cheese, 0 for the pineapple, the tomatoes, the jello, and my cup of tea. So 3 points for lunch and 6 points for breakfast, so I'm at 9 points right now. I'm going to have a 3-point snack while I watch some YouTube videos. It brings my total for the day up now to 6 for breakfast, 3 for lunch, 9. And this is a 3-point granola bar. 12 points right now. Okay, this is my chicken stir fry that I had before and I froze it. I don't know, it doesn't look too good, but anyway, it is chicken with green peppers, red peppers, mushrooms, tomatoes.
Ooh.
Jim doesn't think that looks good. Looks better than the venison that he had. So this is 0 points because it's chicken, peppers, mushrooms, tomatoes, all 0. 2 points for my sugar-free Jello pudding for dessert. 4 points for my naan bread and 3 points for the cheese that I have on it. So that's 7, 9, and then part lemonade, part tea. So that's 11. I had 6 for breakfast, so that was 7. So that put that at 18. And then I had 3 for my lunch, which puts me at 21. And then 3 points for my snack, which is 24. So I'm 1 point over. Well, that dinner was delicious, if I do say so myself. It didn't look the greatest because it didn't freeze real well, I didn't think. The chicken looked really dark. It almost looked like a beef. I'm thinking, did I take the wrong thing out of the freezer? But I forgot how much garlic I used in it because my nostrils are clear now. I should have taken one that had a bite of that before I got in the car because I didn't have a froggy voice at all because I am clear as a bell now from all of that. But I think it was a pretty successful day. I'll try to take a picture to show you how many steps I ended up with. Let me see if I can figure it out. I know. Sorry about that. Oh, let me put it this way. See if I can do it this way. We'll see. This is going to be tricky. I know I'm not tricky. Tricky. Let me see if I set you down here. I'm going to set you down here for a minute. It's not a good angle, I know. It's not a good angle, but let me see if I can get this onto my steps. so I can show you, because I did pretty good. Let me see if I can show you. See? 7,069 steps. My goal was 7,000. It's what? Just a little bit before, a little after 8. So I think I did pretty well today. Getting up for my walk was a little treacherous, but I'm glad I did it. So, but if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.